His house is huge, by the way.
We should bring him back. We could bring him on some with girls just so he doesn't get drunk this time.
Yeah, he was lit.
Okay,
Money Monday, fellas. All right, the Great Reset. Something's coming, fellas. Very sinister. And if you know what I mean, very. It's like a double spamming. So, remember I mentioned to you guys before that I was at a conference in Vegas with some people, and they mentioned the car market going down, housing market going down, crypto going down as well. And the weird part is that, like, just last month, October itself, there was a layoff count of job loss. 150,000 people got laid off their jobs. Let me say that again. Last month alone, just in general occupations around America, 150 people were laid off. So, the job market is cooked, fellas. And let me just say this. We're going to go through 5 things you can learn today to kind of, I would say, avoid what's coming next, because if you're not careful with your next moves, it could either end you or make you really rich. So there's a middle place between rich and poor called middle class. That is now pretty much gone. However, there's still some time left before 2030 to get things in order. And even myself as well. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes too as well. But being around the right people, I've been able to learn and see, okay, cool. Where do I need to put my money? What should I avoid? And what did I do in the past made mistakes that could have pushed me further? So I made a list here of 5 things you guys can learn from as well. And number 1 is never, for the most part, buy a new car. You guys heard me say this before on other podcasts. New cars are a death trap. Now let me explain. The car looks brand new. You're like, you know what? I don't want to buy a car that someone's been in before, smoked weed in before, even drank it, smashed in. I get you 100%. Here's the issue though. That brand new car, before it even gets off the lot, is going to depreciate the moment that you drive it off the lot. And the weird part is that, like, the actual car itself, you could have bought it for 3 years under and saved like 20% from that depreciation. So let's say the car costs like $40,000. You could have saved, just from having a used car 3 years under, $10K or more. So alone, you're saving money by buying a used car. But secondly, new cars, guys, are just a bad investment through and through. Because you're going to drive the car for a year, get tired of it and try to sell it. You're going to lose money from depreciation as well as being upside down in the car. And upside down just means that you bought the car for a certain price and the value dropped so much, you're going to owe the dealership money to get out the car. So in essence, guys, buying a brand new car, not a good idea. I did it before in the past. Biggest regret I had for buying a car because it didn't make any sense. And I was like, you know what? Forget a used car, bro. Just buy a new car. I'm making money. But at what point do you say what's smart or what's not? And before we get into the video, you want to say anything about new cars?
No, I mean, like I've always said, I think your 2 biggest expenses a lot of times is your home expense and your car expense. And if you can knock one of them down and remove it or limit it significantly, that's going to help you a lot with other things. And new cars, man, are a scam.
Now, fellas,
a lot of times.
Don't be fooled. Toyota and Honda are not what you think they are. They're still high-priced cars. So a new Honda, a Toyota now costs minimum $50K. I'll say that again.
So they
New cars,
luxury now.
Toyota and Honda that were friendly, smart, economical are no longer those options because they're the same price as pretty much a Mercedes or BMW. So, in essence, fellas, the car market is going up and your pockets are going down. So buying a new car is going to destroy your wealth because, again, it's a silent killer. You got to pay insurance. You got to pay for repairs at some point with a new car. But the worst part is depreciation because that right there, fellas, is a slow killer that will kill your wealth instantly. Now, this video we got to play here as well to show you guys some more illustrated points, but let's get into it. Here we go. Also, one more thing as well. New cars nowadays are made to actually break.
Oh.
If you ask me how I know, a friend of mine works at dealership and Mercedes, and the cars really, nigga, are made flimsy on purpose because they don't make money off the sale of the car, so to speak. They make money from financing you the car with a loan and then repairs. That's what they get you.
Planned obsolescence.
And you're like, you know what? This car is a really good price. I'll get this car now. But the repair bill, you go to Mercedes, it's more than a car costs. Isn't that insane?
Wow.
So you're going to spend more money repairing a car.
That makes sense, though.
Than buying a car. And that's how they get you. That's why. And you know what's funny about repos too as well? At an all-time high because people can't afford the repairs. So it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. W scam for real. Carrie gets it.
And it destroys your credit in the process, so it's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
And then they can sue you after the fact.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, it just, man, you just put yourself in a very bad position, bro. You can literally go broke because of a car. Buy a car, can't keep up with the payments, and it has issues. Now, they come, they repo it, they take it, then they sue you for what you owe. It's a big L, man.
I remember people brought Teslas and a Cybertruck thinking it was cool, it was hip. Let's go, Elon. Wrong.
Yeah.
Because, bro.
They're recovering a bit, but yeah, Tesla took a huge nosedive after the Trump administration came in.
There's so many Teslas on the repo lots now. Price drop was insane. Now imagine you paid $100K for a car, it's worth $60 now. How you gonna pay it off? You got a regular job, a regular 9 to 5 job. That's your money right there, gone.
Yep.
So it's messed up, fellas. So be careful. All right,
craziness.
Here we go.
Wealth killer. Yeah, new cars. Car payments in general. So I made this video last year about the...
Thanks. Here we go. And they're calling it the #1 wealth killer as well.
One wealth killer. Yeah, new cars. Car payments in general. So I made this video last year about the #1 wealth killer that nobody talks about. In my opinion, I don't think anybody should ever buy a new car. If you're trying to be financially savvy, never buy new, because buying a new car is basically just throwing your money away to depreciation most of the time.
And how much are you losing once you drive the car off the lot?
Yeah, off the lot, depending on the model, 15%, 20% right off the top there. And then in the first 3 years, you typically lose 40% of the car's value. That's typical depreciation curves. Obviously, for some sports model cars, it could be a lot higher. For some cars that hold their value well, like I think a RAV4 holds their value really well, it might be lower, but on average, about 40%.
So I'm assuming that you should buy used. You should also never lease a car, I'm assuming.
Leasing a car could be good depending on who you are, but you should almost try to always...
Typically, that's for business owners, to be real with you guys. But even that can be used seeing it as bad because it is a write-off. But I was talking to Myron about this yesterday. A write-off is good, but you're still spending the money. So think about where that money can go elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you can avoid doing a write-off because
a lot of times it's not a necessity when you get that car.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's a necessity, that's one thing. A lot of times it's like, I kind of want to buy it because I want and I get this extra benefit. But is it a necessity? Do I need this? The answer is no most of the time.
I personally will never never lease another car. Personally, from my experiences. It's just not, the math doesn't matter for me at that point. It's just kind of like, it's cool to write off, but like, I could put them in elsewhere to write off even better benefits.
What cars do you have now? I don't know if you want to tell them though, but.
Okay, I'll tell them. We're transparent on
because I don't even know what you have right now.
So I have right now the G-Wagon, Arabic gray, red interior. I have the Aston Martin Vantage, Chinese gray, red interior. Hey, joke is written itself. The joke is funny.
That's a convertible one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolls-Royce Cullinan, still have that same one. Rental every month. It's funny. I actually have a loyal renter that rents it from me every month, and he's a influencer. Shout out to him.
Okay.
And then I have as well the Range Rover. My sister drives that one. That's for her, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So only 4 now.
Yeah, but the Range Rover is paid off, right?
No, this is a different one. The other one is paid off. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I sold that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I actually made $9K profit off of that car.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
All the rest though, the car market was kind of fucked, man. Holy shit. Oh shit. That was bad, man. That was bad. Fellas, I took an L there, man. I'm not gonna lie, I took an L there, but it's fine. We're surviving. All right, let's continue.
Buy a car that's 3 years used. I found that that's the sweet spot because if it's 3 years used, it still feels new. It probably has less than 30,000 miles on it, hopefully. And honestly, the models don't change that often. So people will just look at you and they're like, oh, he's driving a new car. And it'll save you so much money. So if you are going to buy a...
That's actually a good call. The models almost always stay damn near identical. And keep in mind, guys, the reason why they stay identical is so that it saves them money on production. So, yeah, precisely. So it's like closer to like 3 to 5 years. So when it comes to
the cheat code is what you just said right there. Mm-hmm. Buy a car 3 to 4 years under, they look the exact same. Only this year they changed maybe the look of the lights, but who cares? It's still the same car.
It's very minor stuff that only like connoisseurs of that vehicle are gonna even realize or notice.
But bro, you pull up to a function, niggas don't know what's the difference. And yo, fellas, girls don't know shit.
Stupid.
I promise you. They call a Aston Martin a Ferrari, bro.
Yeah, bro, you can pull up with a Porsche Boxster, and they won't know.
Yeah, it's a convertible. You're winning. W. The wind blowing. They're here in the back.
It's a very cheap Porsche you can get.
They don't care, man.
For like $30K.
Now, the big ballers
and girls will never know.
Are gonna know. The big ballers are gonna be like, yo, this nigga broke. But hey, who cares about the big ballers, bro?
You get a Maserati, bro. You get any of these cars, bro. And like most chicks don't know shit about cars. No, absolutely, like, yeah. If you're buying cars for girls, Like that's even more reason to like not go crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Because you don't need to do that much. Trust me.
You really don't.
So there you go for that video. All right, second point now. It's funny about cars too as well. Like cars are hot, but your pockets usually are not when you buy those cars. All right, that was a funny joke there.
Wait,
You
what?
might have missed it.
I'm
I'm a rapper, by the way. All right, number 2.
I don't get the joke.
So cars are hot,
Okay.
but when you buy these cars, your pockets are not, because you lose money on cars. All right, nigga, never mind.
Nope.
You didn't get it. All right, cool. Number
Maybe
2.
someone in the chat gets it.
Don't quit your job now for a new job, because the market now is cooked. Guys, I've been looking at the market because my friends that were in tech lost most of their jobs. And I was like, hold on, you're telling me that we went to the same school, we went to the same classes, worked at the same offices, but you got fired? What's going on here? And we had like an old group chat from prior days as well. And most people can't find a job right now. I know guys with masters working at pet shops, guys that have like degrees and certifications, they're without a job now, working at Publix, pretty much. And it's kind of like, what's happening? And we saw Amazon just lay off a bunch of people as well. So technically what's happening is that companies are trying to optimize their output, and AI is taking over most jobs. And they say, oh, Fresh, Myron, AI is not that serious. It's going to take forever. Well, they're estimating by 2030, it's going to have a phase of every company outlet is going to have AI integrated into it, which means typically from staff of receptionists all the way up to CEO levels, there's going to be AI integrated into companies. Now, if you're listening to what I'm saying, you should be shitting your pants. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Because what's happening is most people are going to be without a job. So add that into, economy and also inflation going up. And add in as well, people can't pay their bills, pay for their cars, houses, and rent. What's going to happen? Well, we're going to need a savior. Cue music for a savior. We're going to need actually somebody to save these people. Now, if you're smart, you read your Bible, you know where I'm going with this, right? They're going to need a universal income to save people. And when there's chaos, there comes order, because they create the chaos, and then magically they give you the order to follow suit. Now, typically speaking, if you look at this from a standpoint of secularism, you just take whatever they give you, move along with life, and you're back to normal. But from a religious standpoint, you want to see where this is going. And basically, it's a one world order, as we mentioned before on some podcasts, but it's happening in real time. People are asleep. They're like sheep just saying, okay, I'm going to just go to work, and if I lose my job, the government will take care of me. And that's cool and all, but like, where's it leading to? Look at China. They have the social currency as well, where if you don't have a high social score, you can't buy, sell, or trade, and then you're in the streets homeless, and you're cooked. Well, America's not too far off, because look at what Trump is doing right now. And by the way, I don't dislike Trump at all. I just think that he's moving toward a more different agenda than most people would think of. So I'll take that there. But guys, the job market itself is cooked. And if you look at it from the standpoint of my point of view, we're okay. But for you mostly watching the podcast of a 9-to-5 job, which I think is great as well, you need emergency funds, because having emergency funds will help you weather the storm. Because if you lose your job today, what do? Can you last a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a year? If you can, great. But if you can't, so typically what people do is go to credit cards right